Alright guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Shout out to all the subscribers. Welcome along anyone new. Gratitude to everybody. I hope you guys are good. I've got some really exciting news, at least for me. Hopefully for some of you guys too. I've got a brand new channel. Okay, it's called Boxing on the Edge Tutorials. For the longest time, I've been posting short videos of me doing little, tutorial videos on this channel, right, as shorts, but it just didn't really, it wasn't any cohesion with the main page. So like I'm going to do that separately, and I can focus more on the identity for this channel, which is, complicated enough. But if you are new to this channel, you're just tuning in right now and you want to learn boxing or know about the sport a little bit deeper from a technical aspect, the new channel is specifically geared towards beginners. It's going to be me teaching. I'm going to be in the gym. I've got a microphone now. It's like the most rawest version of me teaching. You had it right there, bam, bam. Exactly. It's a massive part of boxing, concentration, but especially when you've got shots coming in. Just the movement in there, but having your base under you. That's it, that's all you got to do. Beautiful. Like the body shots, guide it in, Keep your hands on your chin. Uppercut, hook right hand. And again, jab, 1-2 body. With, I'm still developing the channel, but I'm going to try to explain, along with teaching, what's actually happening and what's going on, and from a basic standpoint, but more advanced teachings for beginners. Obviously we're going to talk about the fundamentals, we're going to talk about basic technique as well, but I'm going to be developing or showing you footage with me and my clients that I have had for years now. If anyone is wondering, I've been teaching beginners for over 10 years now, strictly beginners. So I've developed kind of an understanding more so in a niche for beginners particularly. So I'm excited about this because it's been difficult trying to get the identity. I really started Boxing on the Edge to teach, that was to teach boxing, but it kind of morphed off into, something that just really, I don't know, the creation just took a few left turns, and, so I figured I'd just take it off separately, do the tutorials for that, and keep with the fight breakdowns, some of the art, science, scientific punch videos which I've got coming up. I'm going to talk about what videos I've got coming up very shortly too, but I like to get into the art and science of the sport as well on this channel. Do fight breakdowns, film studies of fighters, film studies of punch techniques, bringing the scientific aspect in, the artistic aspect in, some documentaries. I've got some really exciting projects coming up. They're going to be pretty big projects, but I have talked about a lot of these projects, and I do sometimes put them to the side and I'll get back to them eventually, but the thought process will always be there. So sometimes just bear with me, which I appreciate people that have done. And I've got like I said, a lot of projects coming up. Let me keep on with this new channel, because I'll leave the links up here and in the description box. And if you are a follower of the channel or a supporter of the channel, go and subscribe to that. Help me out. Let me try and get that monetized as quickly as I can. I'm going to put a lot of energy in. There's going to be some old videos on there that I recorded a while ago that work with that. So you might see a couple of the same content from here to the other one, but for now I've already started to put new stuff on there, and I'll be doing new stuff every single week, and I try to do stuff every single day, especially short form content, whether it be motivational or just little tips, but I'm really excited about it because I think it's such a raw way of teaching, because I've got multiple camera angles. I'm going to bring in camera, zoom in, using my videography experience now, clients, the gym atmosphere. I think it's a really, I'm excited about it, put it that way. But so yeah, go check that out. Link in the description and up here. Let's talk about what's coming up. So obviously I've had a few days off. I've just been focusing on this, and I've got a music channel I've been focusing on. I'm moving in a couple of weeks, not even, in about a week and a half. I've got a lot going on. It's been really busy. I'm going away at the end of the month too, so I've been trying to juggle a lot of stuff on one plate. But I'll be putting a lot more content out on this channel very soon. I know there's a lot of fights coming up. I'm going to be covering
the Bivol Beterbiev fight in deep fashion. That's going to be a deep breakdown, probably right before I go away. It will be the end of September. But I've also got this Bivol documentary I've been talking about for so long. I've literally been working on that for about a year. Really, not like every day like that, just like trying to get footage, rare footage, think about what the process is, making the music that is going to be an absolute I hope because I've been putting so much thought process in it. I think it's going to be the best piece of work I've ever done in my life. But that should be out before I go away. At the very least, I'll drop it when I'm away. I'm going to be gone for about 10 or 11 days. But that will 100% be out before the Beterbiev fight. That breakdown is going to be deep as well. I've been watching and thinking about that for so long now. That's such an amazing fight. I cannot wait for that fight, and I cannot wait to do that video. I've obviously got the some of the undercard fights. I'll be doing the Jai Bataille, Jack Massey breakdown. I'm going to be touching on the Dubois I'll do a keys to victory Dubois AJ. I wanted to do a bigger film study, but sometimes those film studies take so long. I had to just be reasonable about it. I want to do this Shushu Carrington's a featherweight in America, Brooklyn native. I really like his fighting style, and I wanted to do a video on him. It's like more of a DJ New York composition, if you will. But I just had to think about what to do, and I'm just trying to get my head around it because it's not your normal video, but I've been talking about it as well, and I wanted to get that done. I have also got a punch technique video coming on Terence Crawford. I'm going to do one on Tim Tszyu. I know I've mentioned that, so these are the videos. When I say that and I mention them, they are going to happen. You know, I do get around to most of them eventually. I've got another exciting project. I've talked about this, but Joan Guzman is a legendary Dominican boxer, two-time world champion. He might be two-weight world champion actually. I have had the luxury of training with him, not directly with him, but in the same gym in the vicinity. Him and his brother and his cousin, I've been training with them, like watching them, you know, like in the same ring, sometimes right next to it, soaking up what they're doing. And I wanted to do a documentary on him and his style as well, or what is Dominican boxing, because it comes a lot from Cuba, and you know, they have their own flavor as well. And it's really like, I want to get in the ring and up front close, watching him do what he's doing, and talk to him. I've been talking to him, I've got his number, we've been texting a little back and forth. It's just getting the timing right. I saw him in the gym on Wednesday. He's really open to it. I've been sending him videos. I'm like, Champ, I can make you look like this. Come on, Champ, let's go. And he's into it. So it's just a matter of timing, but that is going to be a really important project for me, because I just have the luxury of doing it with such a legend. You know, he was actually taught by Mayweather Sr., and he's got one of the better shoulder rolls you've ever seen.
Ropes like this.
Well, Guzman's doing the right thing. He keeps that right hand pretty high, and he's tucking his chin behind his left shoulder, so it's pretty hard to hit him when he's got his hands like that and he's up against the ropes.
My guess is, again, that's some of Floyd Mayweather's handiwork.
At least for me. I'm not just saying that because, you know, he's in Gleason's gym, but I'll try and find some footage of him doing it. And he was taught by Mayweather Sr., and I want to ask him questions about that. Which, for me, that's really fascinating, you know, when you talk about a deep, historical defensive move like that, that's so enriched in boxing culture, and he knows the guy that taught it the best and we taught him. I want that story. So we'll see. I've made a thumbnail up and I'm going to send it to him. The process is getting there, you know, but I will get that. And there's a load of professional Dominican fighters in that gym, amateurs as well, that I want to get footage of, hitting the bag, sparring, so you can get a real understanding of what that style is. You know, this is what Part of Boxing on the Edge is. It's not your average channel. It's a little artistic, and it's just a little off the cuff, and it's a little out there. But, you know, I just tried to cover boxing from my heart and give you me. And, you know, me is living in New York and living in these gyms and putting a musical DJ spin on it as well. So if I've lost you by now, maybe this channel is not for you. If you're still with me and you're excited, respect to you. Hit the like button if you're enjoying this video so far. And again, anyone that's watched this video, has watched any of the videos that I do, my gratitude couldn't be higher. I really appreciate it. I've got the Tim Zoo, what's that guy's name? Bakram Matsaraliev, something like that. I'll be doing a little early thoughts video in a day or two, and then I'll do a breakdown. I'll probably release the breakdown when I'm away. I'm going to be chilling away. I'm going to Portugal for about 12 days, and I'm going to be chilling. So I've got some downtime to do these things, and I'll be sending that out then. But I'll do a quick early thoughts, fight particulars in a day or two. I'm also going to be doing another part 2 on the Uzbeks, what makes Uzbek boxers so good. That's just going to be me here chatting, bringing you highlights, because obviously they just had 5 gold medals at the Olympics. The video I did, the documentary I did the first time, has been getting more views, and people have been asking me about it. And there's some history that I found out recently. There was some American guy who went over there in the 1920s. Crazy story. So I wanted to jump back in and do a bit more on that, just, you know, candidly speak about the Uzbek style. Then I'm trying to think if there's more stuff that I can think of. I'm sure there is, but I've missed it. But if there isn't, expect a bit more content on this. I'm going to be really polishing up the short videos and getting those better. You know, now I can focus on, you know, just what makes more sense for the channel, because I just could not let go of teaching. You know, I couldn't do it. It's something I started the channel with. It's something I love doing, and it's something I will always do. So I had to just create a separate channel for that. Hence why I'm making this video. Anyway, outside of that, I think that's it. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 other fights. Maybe I'll do the Canelo one. The thing is like doing the fight breakdown is like, I've got to really be into the fight, and also really have watched deeply the fighters leading up to that. You know, that's why if I don't make a fight breakdown on a certain video or a fight that I have done before, it's usually because I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to, not because I don't know it, just haven't watched the fights enough in detail, and I don't like to just go in and just make a video and wing it. And you know, I want to have a wholehearted, honest, good approach to what I'm talking about, you know, because it just means a lot to me, to be honest with you. So, you know, but it takes time to watch the fighters. Like, you know, I'll be watching the Daniel Dubois video, Hrgovic fight properly. I only watched the highlights. I watched the Miller fight, but watching it again a second time, you know, you miss stuff when you're watching it for the first time. So I want to see what was going on, what I can really talk about. But I'll do a keys to victory on both of those at the start of next week, probably. What is it? It's going to be next Saturday. Is it 22nd? Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe I've got a bit more time. I'll get those out for sure. I've still got this video I wanted to do on Subriel Matias called The Gladiator, where I was talking about his style and how, like, you know, even fighters, any fighters, like that kind of a rough and tumble style will take it out of you and take mileage off you, and you know, you do wonder how much fight his style has got left in him, and I hope he comes back. But I just wanted to tie it in with the Gladiator movie too. You know, that's the art though. That's the bringing it together. You know, bit of a music, like cinematic music with that. So some of these projects are quite deep, so they do take a bit of time. But you know, I want to do them, and along the way, whatever random stuff comes up, and you know, that's it. But for now, that is it from me. I've probably missed a thing or two. Let me know in the comments if I have, if you've been waiting for a project that I've spoken about that I haven't done. Because I know I've spoken about a lot of stuff, and I talk about, oh, doing this. That's the excitement about a creative person like myself. And, oh my God, I want to create this and create that and create this. It's just, it's too much sometimes. But, you know, maybe I'll shelf it and come back. But the one I would love you to really pay attention to is the Bivol documentary. I'll tell you about it briefly right now before I go. It's called The Art of Perfection, and it's about how he trains really to condition his mind into basically creating, I say, perfection, almost perfection, of tattooing the defensive responsibility that he has to not get suckered into getting too carried away, to being disciplined, to being that in and out style. We're going to talk about the Soviet style. There's going to be beats, there's going to be music, there's going to be emotion, passion, energy, love, like from here, you know. And it's just like going to tie it all together and just show you exactly what why I think he's one of the best fighters in the world. Is because of his fighting style, because he's literally bam, bam, and he'll come out like that, and he'll punch on the way out, but he conditions himself to do that in training. And I'm going to talk about the history and bring up some rare footage about the Soviet style as well, and what it means and how he's implemented it, how it's his American influences come in with his looseness like that, where he kind of loosens his arms a little bit and he's just like that, how he punches, how he's taught when he does that counter punch to catch the punch in between the arm instead of it's a straight arm like that. Fascinating stuff. I've been really studying the Soviet style a bit deeper, and it's some really interesting stuff. Anyway, I've been rambling a little bit, but yeah, once again, thank you very much. I hope everybody is doing well. I've got loads of content coming again. Check out my new channel if you're a supporter of this channel. Even if you're not really into watching tutorials, just go over there and give me a sub. Hit the like button on this one. Appreciate it. Peace and love to you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm out of here. Boxing on the Edge.
1-2 hook. Beautiful. 1-2 hook roll. Concentration. Get good base. Kick, like stop the shot in its tracks. Right? You want that there though, so that doesn't ricochet into your head. Uppercut hook right hand. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Excellent. Block, block. Block, block. Block, block. Beautiful. You don't even need to do too much really, just a little tight there. Just gotta make sure you keep your hands on your chin. A big mistake what beginners do is that. They'll do that and then leave the chin open. You got it, bro. He's coming back, he's coming back. Yeah, block, parry the jab. Now jab back. Block. 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 That's it, you got it. The concentration is the key there. And your feet, of course, but without either of those, and concentration after you take the impact as well. That's really important.